This is Cameraman Ken. This is test one, test one.
Hello everybody, this is Tim from Mainly Muscle Cars along with Cameraman Ken. Anyway, today we are here to talk about a little 66 Mustang Fastback. Really cool car. This is something you are not going to see another one like this at a car show. A lot of 66s out there. Not really any of them like this that we've ever seen anyway. Great car though, really solid, nice floors, nice quarters, nice paint. It's a nice driver, easily nice enough, you know, to take to your weekend shows and stuff like that. It's not a world of wheel show car, but it's a pretty damn nice car. Big thing about this one, underneath the hood here and sticking out through it. It's a 466 cubic inch Boss 429 setup. Now this is a derivative. It's kind of like the Cossie setup. Has a Cossie heads, has a sheet metal Hogan intake on it. Really cool. Kind of sounds like God's Fury. As we were told, we bought this car done. Gentleman restored cars, you know, higher end setup. A lot of Willys and stuff is what he built. Built a Mustang for himself and his wife to cruise. They did this one for Hot August nights. He ran into a jam years ago, and we bought this one from him. And then it immediately went to a good friend of ours, and he just decided to start selling off some of his collection. But unfortunately, when we bought it, we didn't get the receipts with it, so we can't tell exactly what's been done to it. But you know, going over the car, it's pretty easy to see the parts and pieces that are in there. But from what we were told when we bought it, this engine makes 848 horsepower. That's flywheel horsepower, of course, not rear wheel. When it did go to a chassis dyno, and this is of course before we got the car, it made it to 616 before they ran out of fuel. That's when we got it. I had the car for shockingly one day before our friend bought it and took it away from me. Anyway, he had since put a new fuel system on it. That fuel system setup should be enough. So you should be looking someplace in the factor right around, you know, with that C6, about 700 horse at the rear wheels. So well more than enough to keep a 3,000 pound car anywhere from being safe. So, but motor wise, it runs excellent. It sounds excellent. It's just incredible. And I wish that, you know, we could actually get that so your speakers could carry it, but actually you feel this car in your chest. It's a lot of fun. Conversely though, when you drive it, you can drive this thing. I've had this car in traffic. It reacts excellent. You don't feel like it's going to load up and die or leave you. I haven't had it in tremendously warm weather, but I've driven it on, you know, 70+ degree day, sat in traffic, and it never offered to warm up. It has a huge radiator in it. That setup there, he was going to run air conditioning. In fact, for that system, it actually has the pump is in place, has a full serpentine drive system. Take a look at the photos. There's a ton of money that has been put into this car. But heat-wise, though, it didn't offer to heat up on me. Again, it was only a mid-70s day, so it wasn't real hot. But the car has never once offered to heat up for us or for our customer who had it prior to us. So C6 transmission behind that, it shifts nice and firm. That was built to handle the power of this, so you should not have any problems with that C6. Behind that is a heavy-duty 9-inch, and that's a 4-link suspension, so they ditched the old leaf spring setup. Now, what it does have, it's a full coilover in back. What I would do is, I think the shocks are good back there, but I think the springs are too light, so I would bump that up, and I would have to take a look and see what the rating is back there. But we were able to adjust them up stiffer, but I think there's a little bit of quality of ride that could be done just depending on what you want to do. Up front, it's a full height setup, so it's a Mustang 2 style, so shock towers have been eliminated. It has, of course, their coilovers in front, so you can set the height on those. We have everything kind of squished about as low as you're going to want to go, just to be able to clear all that big exhaust and stuff under the car. And it is very low, as you can tell. I'm not tall, and it's right there. So she's pretty low. Custom wheels on it that we had to do on back to make those fit. Those are custom made, 2-piece from American Racing, torque thrust, matching set on the front. So everything's kind of designed to ride this low. Like I said, the one thing that I would replace personally would be the rear springs. Otherwise, I mean, the car rides nice, it runs nice, it drives nice. Nothing like you would expect, from a nearly 850 horsepower car. So a really cool car. Hardly any miles have been put on this one. Something that I think that you could get out, really enjoy. Like I said, anybody can drive it. It's got excellent drivability. The one thing you do have to watch for is anything over a quarter throttle does kind of get a little bit crazy. So, but manners wise, it works really well. For price that we're asking for this car, you could you might be able to build a standard fastback for it with some go fast parts, but certainly nothing to the level of this engine, or the transmission. But take a look at the photos. There's a lot of parts that have been added. We could talk here for a lot longer than you'd ever want to listen to me and go over part by part what has been done. But if you guys have any questions, please give us a call, 360-863-2241. Or, of course, visit us on our website at mainlymusclecars.com, or on YouTube. You can look for our channel. Thank you. This is your car.